But just know, Zebo is where it's at.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Last Minute Podcast. All right, got Zebo
What's
G.
happening? What's happening?
And on our left, we got a very special guest.
Aasher Saintt.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Arsky.
And we back. Episode 228 of the most consistent podcast in the Carolinas.
Straight up. Easy.
That shit is aggressive. The bombs is aggressive.
Supposed to be aggressive. It's a bomb.
Yeah, you're right.
You know?
You got me.
How are you feeling? What's up?
I'm tired.
What's the vibes?
Tired.
All right.
Hungover.
God is great.
Hey, see?
There
we go. Thank you. That's what I need. Hey, man, God is great. We are alive.
We here.
Our toes are moving. Our fingers are moving. And we can breathe out our nose.
That is true.
Amen.
That is true.
Amen. Amen. Been a good weekend?
Yeah. Just been working.
Yeah.
What you been on?
Busy, working,
Busy.
traveling.
Traveling. Where you been?
Just got back from New York.
Word.
Favorite place.
Best city.
Best city.
The best city.
The best city. Like nothing literally beats New York.
Nah, bro. It's just a vibe.
Yeah.
New York just got like that shit make you want to hustle.
Yeah, I feel like I ain't working hard enough when I'm in New York.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like I'm playing it too easy.
What was you up in New York for? You had a show?
We did like a listening experience show type of thing.
Okay.
The next day after my show here, and we did had a label meeting, On the Radar, a couple other things.
Word.
All that.
That's
The whole media run
Yeah,
type thing.
So
That's what's up. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, let's get it. Let's get it. We're going to go. First, let's go. We're going to go over what we listened to this past week. Excuse me, and then we'll dive into the interview part. Tanner, you started off.
Yeah, so I've been running that Baby Keem into the ground. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna
That
lie.
shit was
I haven't
tough.
yet to have a chance to.
You
Well,
ain't
I
ran
ran
it
it. I ran it once.
The only thing that bothered me is he sounds so much, or it's so much. It's so Kendrick.
It's very Kendrick influenced.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like,
yeah.
But yeah, still listening to the Fall Off, J. Cole. Been running Brent Faiyaz, Icon. That album is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
Do You Still Love Me, Ella May.
Oh yeah, that's good. I finally got to run that.
Yeah, that shit
Yeah,
tough.
that's solid.
Yeah, she went crazy.
She did.
Be More Grateful to Baby, still running that. Shout out to Baby. What else? Savvy Mulatto, Sensei Savvy. Shout out Savvy.
Oh shit.
Free to play
My bad.
And then I did run Ari Lennox Vacancy again. I'm rocking with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't like it as much as her previous albums, but it's tough.
I saw she going on. She got a big tour. I don't know who's open or anything, but she got a big tour. She got one to Charlotte.
You trying to go?
I don't know.
Word.
I don't know.
You fuck with Ari Lennox?
I try to because she's from where I'm from, DC.
Word. Oh, you from? Okay.
But, I wouldn't say I listen to her.
Word. Okay.
Since like Shea Butter times.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if I'm just feeling it, if I just want to go to a show, like, sure.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
When's she coming?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But good music. Good music you listened to this past week. For me, I've been running Ghostface Killer Supreme Clientele 2. That got me in a chokehold again. I'm actually rewatching the Wu-Tang series on Hulu. And that was shot so nice. Like they did that correctly. I wish every
I just hate the way bro talk.
Who, RZA?
Yeah.
I knew he was gonna say RZA. But that's a really good series. I've been running Don Toliver Octane. That joint tough. That joint's tough. I ran Spiral Staircases, Larry June, Currency, and Alchemist. It's 7 songs. I'm not the biggest Currency fan. I never have.
Yeah.
So listening to him full project wise with a favorite rapper of mine, I don't know. I can't. I don't know. His voice isn't really a rapper voice to me. It's really like, you can actually shut up and let's go to like Larry. Let's go ahead and go to Larry's part. Like, respectfully.
Damn, that's fucked up.
I don't know. It's always been like that with Currency. He has a huge fan base, but like,
yeah, his
I don't know.
I don't know.
It might be the delivery.
It is definitely his delivery, but
I don't know. It just don't do it.
yeah,
for me.
I tried to run that project. I just couldn't get into it. I didn't like a single Currency verse off the songs I listened to.
Exactly. My
Yeah,
point.
Beats is tough though.
Beats are tough.
I went crazy.
Larry did his thing, but the Currency, I don't know, bro. I never understood the whole like, yeah, Currency so fire. Just like,
Yeah, I think I don't know.
I don't know. Could be me. I ran Views, Drake.
Classic.
Yeah, it's a great project. I ran Pimmy's new single. Well, 2 new singles, Foul and Bet. I keep forgetting she signed to OVO. I don't know why. I feel like there hasn't been like a proper announcement or like a proper introduction. But solid singles. I ran Sweet Love, J Ford, Deja Lynn.
Tough.
Home team. Shout out to J
Peter Play
Ford.
Records.
For some reason, I just had to go run a whole lot of Red Cardi this weekend. And man, I really love that project. That's a great project. Like great.
Not for me.
I hate that. I hate that for you. I ran the Fall Off, J. Cole, and I ran some I feel like I ran a lot of music this week. I ran Florida Boy, Lil Tyler. Yo, he be sliding.
Bro, he do be kind of talking his shit.
He be talking his shit.
Yeah.
And I just fuck with it. I fuck with it heavy.
He one of them artists where I can only listen to him for like 4 or 5 songs, though. And then I'm like,
Fair.
Like at a time. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
I think it's his voice, bro. I hate the way he like whisper.
He don't really be whispering on a lot of tracks.
Nah, bro. He be whispering, bro. All right.
I want to say that's all for me this week. Let me make sure. Yeah, I'm just waiting for this It's Us Volume 2 to come out. Concrete.
They've been going stupid.
Yeah, they have. They definitely have. I saw they just dropped the track list. I mean, the feature. Anyway, yeah, that's all for me this week.
Asher?
What have I been listening to? I've been listening to this project called Make I Hear You by Aasher Saintt.
Word.
I love it.
Word.
I've been listening to Casino a little bit by Baby Keem.
How you feel about Casino? You fuck with it?
It's not the melodic blue, but you know,
Yeah, see, my blues tough.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
I feel like I like a couple songs off of Casino.
Word.
I was disappointed overall though.
Is it just the rapping, or is it the beats, or just overall as a project following melodic blue?
Like, I love the subject matter. Like, I love the rollout with the documentary and the whole thing. I just feel like I hate when I love people's rollouts and then
The music don't live up to it.
Yeah, and it's not that he wasn't speaking on, because he was getting way more personal than he's ever been. But I feel like just in terms of record making, it just wasn't hitting for me like it was from Melodic Blue. Melodic Blue just felt so fresh.
Yeah, that was a
and
nice
innovative
project.
and different. And I feel like this one feels, I don't know, it's just not hitting for me. But I love Baby Keem, so I'm still gonna listen.
Yeah, shout out King.
Y'all both said The Fall Off. Not my favorite project.
Not mine
But,
either.
Yeah, I don't think it's anybody's favorite project.
Yeah, I like 1 or 2 songs off of there.
Damn, out of 24?
Ooh. 1 or 2.
That, like, I listen to. It's not that they're not good songs.
Yeah,
It's
just not your
I'm not
vibe.
gonna run it over and over.
Word.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I be listening to Aaliyah a lot. Some Drake recently.
Can't go.
It's kind of just a mixture.
Word.
Cool. Yes, good week from everybody. Who drops this week? Concrete drops Friday, and somebody else drops Friday.
Oh, they dropping this Friday? Word.
Somebody else dropping the end of the month. Damn, I can't think. But yeah, I do know Concrete drops. Definitely looking forward to that. But cool. So yeah, let's dive into it.
Let's get to it.
Let's chat. Let's talk. Let's chat.
So Aasher Saintt, let's start off with who is Aasher Saintt? Kind of just tell the people kind of what you do, what you into.
And why the name if that's not your government?
Okay. So I'm a musical artist. Hip hop is the foundational, but I genre blend with everything. I feel like I'm everything. Aasher Saintt. Aasher is my real name, just with 1 A and not 2. And Saint was inspired by a couple of things. One, by Franklin Saint from Snowfall. I've been around LA people my whole life and been around LA. So the way that they said his name just felt right to me. I don't know, and I was just like, Aasher Saintt. But also Saint because of my faith, and I feel like it's kind of like where I want to. Like Asher is one person, and Saint is like where I'm trying to. I feel like it's the more like whole, like full-rounded artist or person or whatever. I don't know how to explain it, but also Aasher Saintt to me just feels like just powerful. Like
Word.
Yeah, it's a bold name.
yeah, I feel like it sticks out in two T's because I don't know for whatever reason, but I've always just put like two T's with everything when I write, like when I text. So it just made sense to me. 2 A's, 2 T's. It just feels like complete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I like the Franklin inspo. I just got done rewatching Snowfall.
Greatest show of all time.
Snowfall.
Yes. Great show. So as you said earlier, you're from DC?
Yeah, originally, yeah.
Word. Born and raised?
Born, like, I was there till I was like 8.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And how was it like just growing up wise? You know, sports kid, outside, video game, music. Like what's the
Yeah, I grew up playing football. So that was my first love for real. That was like my thing. And then but like growing up, I could never finish a football season. I was always hurt. So it was like then I got tall out of nowhere and I was like, oh, well, let's do basketball. Started that late, but I got real good. But then in college I got sick. So once I got sick, I was through with it.
Yeah.
And focused my full attention. I was already doing music my whole life, but in terms of like I dedicated my soul to music. It was like 2020 in college time, like COVID.
Word.
All right, I'm gonna do this.
So did you go to college to play basketball? Or
In a sense, I was a walk-on, but
Word.
I was able to, get good. But I more so went because my mama wanted somebody to go. Nobody's been in the college in my family. So I was like, I'll go for you, but I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna probably stay.
So you already knew that from the jump.
Yeah, me and school don't really go together. Like I'm into the art, so I just feel like I already knew what I wanted to do.
Like in school, I guess speaking more so like high school, like good academically or like just didn't care. You was more so like different arts. I feel like in school could be band, it could be chorus, it could be theater, whatever. Like where was our position in the high school?
In high school, I mean, I was intelligent, but also I went to Rocky River High School in Charlotte. It was mad, like 9th, 10th grade, we didn't really have teachers like that. Like, it was so weird. It was, all my teachers were like pregnant or just out or fired or just all this weird stuff. So most of the time we was on the computer. Bro, you're not finna captivate my attention on the computer telling me we about to just log in and do
not
something.
at all.
Yeah, just substitutes every day
You
type
feel me?
shit. Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not even finna, I don't really care to be here. Also at that time I was like doing other things I shouldn't be doing, street stuff, whatever. So it was like, that just had my attention a lot more than what school was talking about. And then also I feel like me being dyslexic, like it was already challenging to like, to learn stuff or to comprehend things or whatever. So it was just like, like I'm cool off it. But when I was younger, when I was in DC, I went to performing arts school and did theater, did ballet, did like singing and improv, all this stuff. And so I feel like those parts were really fun. Same when I first moved here, it was kind of like a performing arts charter type of situation. I feel like those things I keep with me, but all the other stuff just kind of just goes out the window. I mean, I love English. That was what I ended up majoring in. I love writing. So, but yeah, school overall. Yeah.
So you said you kind of been into music your whole life. So what? I guess how were you involved in music? Like at an early age, were you playing instruments? Were you
Like in church or?
So when I was 1 year old, I made I recorded like my first song. So like
when you was
At
one?
one?
yeah.
Oh,
So
shit.
like my father, I don't know, bro, but he was a producer, artist, whatever. And so at the crib we had a studio. My mom also sings like in the church and stuff.
Hmm.
So two musically like inclined parents had me in the studio. I still got that CD somewhere with me just
At one?
Yo, that's crazy.
yeah, it's like it's crazy. And then so like but 4 years old, like I picked up drumsticks. I was at this gospel artist named Ty Tribbett. He had a concert, and at the end of the concert, I ran up on the stage and just started playing the drums. And like I somehow knew what I was doing. I don't know. Like I never
That's tough.
took drum lessons. A lot of instruments I never like someone sat down and taught me. Like when I went to band and stuff, yeah. But like before that, no. And so I had a huge passion for playing the drums at first as a kid. And then when I got a little older, I was writing songs. And like it's crazy because I didn't even really realize I was doing all these things. It was just kind of happening. Like I didn't think of it like, oh, I want to be a singer one day or an artist one day. I was just captivated by the artistry and just like, yeah, it was just kind of there. So
you always gravitated towards the music. So at what point did you start like, I guess, so did you start producing or did you start writing first?
I was writing first. I ain't get into producing for real until about like 3 years ago.
Word.
But in high school, 9th grade, me and my best friend Josh, we were like, he was already rapping or whatever. Like he was already writing raps. I was singing before that. Like that's what I was on. And then we kind of just formed this rap group, and we were like, yeah, let's rap. And he was way better than me for like 2-3 years. Like me and rapping just didn't go together all the way, or at least I thought I was fine. But you know, I go to school and everybody be like,
right.
This shit ass. Bro. You need to stop rapping, bro. You need to just let Josh do it. And I'm just like, damn, for real. I went to Josh one day. I was like, bro, I'm gonna retire from this shit. Retire. I was like, I'm cool.
That's crazy.
And then I don't know. I don't really like. I like to prove people wrong, or just like, or at least prove to myself that I am who I think I am, type of thing. So I was like, nah, fuck it, and I just started like getting better and better and better to the point where now we go back to school. They like, bro, you need to like separate from Josh. Like he holding you back, bro. You better than him now. So now I'm quote unquote better than my best friend who's been doing it, and soon enough he stopped rapping, and I was just like, all right, well, bet, like I'm about to really do this.
Do this, yeah.
You feel me? So then college time, like I never went to college parties, or like I never been to one. I ain't do nothing for real. Like I was in my room in my dorm looking at J. Cole beats, Rick Ross type beats, all these type beats, and just like rapping and freestyling and trying to like sharpen my pen. And I just became like a psychopath of like music, like studying careers.
Just obsessed with it.
Yeah, just like, all right, how can I be? Because anything I do, I feel like I want to be the greatest to do that thing. And I'm like, all right, how can I do that? And so then I was saying a little bit earlier when I got sick, so I couldn't play basketball no more. So that put my whole attention on music. Yeah. There was a point in time I couldn't walk for 2 months. I couldn't do nothing.
Damn.
Like it was bad. So to me, it felt like God just sat me down though to kind of show me my purpose and what I'm supposed to be doing. Because there was another route of life that I was gonna take, and I probably would end up dead somewhere or in jail. But it's like, nah, look, like this music is what I put you on this earth for, and I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I was kind of running from music throughout my life as I think about it. And I'm not sure why. Like I kind of have an idea, and it might be because of my father. Like he did music, and I'm like, I don't want to do nothing that he did, type of thing.
Fair.
But now at the same time, it's like, nah, you know, he gave me this gift. Who am I to
Not use it.
not use it. You feel me? Especially music is just to me, it's the most important art form, damn near the most important thing, period. Like, music is the only thing that is in both spiritual realm and the physical realm. There's nothing else there that is in both. And that just, to me, is a very powerful thing. So it's like, I got to take it serious. I got to really, study the craft. I got to treat it with care. So that's what I was doing, like, during college, for real.
So at what point did you, I guess, what was your first experience like in terms of going to a studio and recording? Because I'm assuming, like, everybody start on, like, a cracked FL or something like that. Like,
Yeah, I started on that, but I couldn't believe Audacity. I couldn't believe when you pulled that up.
Good old Audacity.
That was the last time. Like, me and Josh, my friend, we first started rapping. Like, bro, we was
pulling the beats in the Audacity.
We had this
Making it
$10 Amazon microphone, and we'd be like in the bathroom, like in the shower, because it was like, the echo or whatever. So we thinking like, okay, this is how they do the
reverb.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's funny, actually.
So we would be in there, or we'll be paused in the closet, like trying to figure out how to fucking, to record and do all this shit. We didn't know that, how to like stop recording, like punching in. We didn't know how to do that with Audacity. So we
just
learned how to rap one takes, which is why like I can do a song so easy now. So in hindsight, it was like training.
Yeah.
So I can knock out records. But at that time, we didn't know no better. So, but yeah, I started on Audacity for real. But when I went to the studio for the first time, was when I was living in Greensboro in 2020, and I recorded this project called Feel My. And that was the first time I was ever in the studio. And I went there at 3 a.m, 7 songs, knocked it out in 2 hours. But it was because of that type of
it's the training.
You feel me?
Word, that's tough.
Yeah.
So what was your first experience at the studio? Was it a good one? You said you did 7 songs in 2 hours. Was it?
Yeah, I mean, I was just flying through. Like, it just.
So by the time you actually got to a professional studio, you had already spent so many hours just training that it was like second nature at that point.
Yeah, like that's how I would always go to the studio. At first, it was I'm gonna practice these songs over and over and over and over again, where I don't even need to look at my notes. Like, I don't need to look at what I wrote, and I can just go in and punch in at one time. Like, all right, next song.
Word.
Yeah, so that's how it used to be when I first started.
So nowadays, do you still write? Like, you still or you punch in? Like, do you just you still write?
Yeah, I write.
Word.
Yeah.
Just to rewind just a little bit. I know you said you didn't stay like at college the whole time, so I always feel like everybody has that awkward phase where it's like when you leave college, then you kind of like go back home. It's like, well, now what? Like, was that your moment where you're like, okay, I'm gonna fully dive into this music for real, or were you just kind of just trying to figure out what was next?
I kind of already knew what was next.
Okay.
Like, I was very detached. So I don't know if y'all ever heard of this college. It's called Chowan University.
Oh yeah, Chowan. That's up near Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That school is literally on the plantation, bro. It's literally ass. Like,
yeah, it is.
Shout out Chowan though. I do look like as ass as it was.
His ass. Shout out to him.
Shout out to him.
As ass as it was, I love that school just because, like, I went there, so it's like, shit,
right.
I was there, and the people, I fuck with them, but it's just like.
Is it still a college?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I'm thinking of I think it's Elizabeth State that they like quit. It was
I know some just shut down.
Yeah, I think it was Elizabeth something.
So how did you end up?
No, wait, hold on.
Oh.
Continue.
My bad.
What you were saying?
Damn.
You were saying you went to Chowan. You already knew.
Oh yeah.
You already know?
So I would be in there. Okay, so at the time, just to kind of give a little. So Chowan didn't really do nothing for me. At the time, I had a girlfriend who was going to A&T.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she, like, going to that school was just like a whole different experience because everybody there has like some type of plan. They're trying to like become somebody. Chowan, it was just like, we just sitting around here for 4 years waiting for this shit to go. Like, there was like no barbers, no rappers, no. I'm like, what kind of
Yeah, where's the
What the fuck
where's the
is
community?
this? Yeah, you feel me? Like, I come from the hood, bro. Everybody doing something. So I'm like, nigga, what we doing here? It was just so weird. And so, yeah, nobody just had no ambition, no drive. Even people that was on the sports teams was just like, yeah, I'm just
here.
doing this just to do it. It's like, bro, you could go to the NBA if you wanted to. You could go to the NFL if you really wanted to. Y'all don't want to go nowhere? Shit. For what? All right, nigga.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
You can't be in that type of environment.
Yeah,
bro.
that shit kill your aspirations. Yeah.
I was
real.
like, So at the time, my girl who's in Greensboro, I would stay with her at her dorm because I'm just like, bro, I need to be around like creativity, some real something going on. And Greensboro is probably my favorite city because like that's when I really got my creative like spark and start from like, and that it changed everything for me for real. But yeah, so basically, when I left there, I already knew I was gonna move to Greensboro and get a crib there, with my friend Josh and my ex at that time, or my girl at that time, and so it wasn't like how it is for maybe most, where it's like, all right, I'm back home. What am I gonna do?
Right.
It's like, nah,
You already
know where
had-
I'm going.
Yeah, you already had a
So,
plan.
I dropped out once I got a little bit more healed because I was sick at that time. And I just went to Greensboro for like 3 years.
And like piggyback on when you said like your parents, your mom just wanted you to go. Like, how did she take that when, okay, well, he dropped out, now he's about to go live with his girl, yada yada. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
what was
she hated all that shit.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like, but I mean, at the same time, I don't know. My mom was funny because I'm like, you should know me by now. Like, my whole family feel like I'm like the rebellious, like the black sheep type of whatever, because everybody is so like one-minded. I don't know how to explain. It's just they closed-minded. Everyone just work, go to school, do the normal systematic life thing. And I'm just like, bro, I just don't believe in that shit. So they always, I've always bumped heads with my family in that regard. But then also my mom is Christian, so she like, you about to go live with a girl. And then I'm like, man, the shit I didn't see growing up and all the stuff we didn't experience, and you worry about me
living with a girl.
Girl, you be all right. And so yeah, she didn't like all that, and she didn't like when I was doing music, when I was living with her, she didn't understand it or get it all the way, which was like confusing because I'm like, bro, you sing, you do music, but like she was just like super like, nah, you need to do school, and I'm just like, for what? Like, go to school.
It's just like the right thing to do.
Yeah, but it's like I can't recall a time in life where debt is the right thing to do.
Right.
Especially when I'm not getting nothing from it. Like, I'm just
just
wasting
here.
my time. And wasting y'all's. Like, y'all gonna be excited to come to a graduation
that you don't give a fuck about.
I don't give a fuck about. But then also it's just, I ain't gonna do nothing with myself, bro. I know niggas from Harvard. Like, I actually really know niggas from Harvard that are homeless right now. So if we talking about, like, what are we talking about? Like,
especially in today's day and age, like that. Like
that degree
bruh,
don't really do much
so
for
many,
you now.
So many people go to college, get a degree, and don't never do shit related to that degree.
Right.
Yeah,
like
you end up going to Target, and it's like make a career at Target. It's like, well, you just spent 4 years at Chapel Hill.
Right.
Now you're in debt.
Yeah.
Working at Target part time, trying to get a full time job.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was just like,
Jesus.
I would tell her when I was in high school, I was like, it's a dumb decision. She was like, how dare you say shit like that? I'm just like, okay, well.
I feel like
I'll go.
that's a very black mom thing to say. Like, just like you don't want to go to college. Like what? Like, you're going to college.
Yeah.
You need to go ahead and pick what college you're going to because you're going. It's like
sure.
either that, go to work, or go to the Army. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But they're going to put you to go the college route.
Right.
That sounds very correct. Yeah. That sounds
I was
right.
just like, I'll go, but I'm not
I
gonna
don't
like
want to.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you have you got siblings?
Yeah, it's
There's
7 of us.
There's 7 of you.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
big family.
Are you the youngest, oldest?
I'm the second youngest.
Second.
Second youngest.
Yeah.
You said you were the first one to go to college out of your family? Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I guess what was that like growing up with 7 siblings and just single mom? I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, she got married.
Yeah. So kind of what was that childhood like?
A lot of personalities. A lot of,
Word.
very interesting. 'Cause I feel like all my older siblings are just so far gone in terms of like they in the streets or they just running around doing whatever they doing. So I can't blame them for it. Life was tough. It wasn't simple.
Mhm.
So I understand. But then it's like me and my little brother, we kind of more focused and you know, I don't know if privilege is right. I don't know. But I had like one foot on where my older siblings are and then another foot on just like kind of the good way. Like so I was able to see both angles of like life and I feel like that gave me a lot of perspective and like made me be able to make certain decisions with my life. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot, but without my older brother I wouldn't be rapping. Like he gave me my first mic, he gave me my first like setup and everything.
It's tough.
So they was always supporting from the jump. So
that's good. At least you have supportive siblings. You know, sometimes it's just like it's really just you.
Yeah, that's facts.
Yeah.
How do your siblings look at the music now? Now that shit's starting to move for real.
they proud every time I talk to them or I see them.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'm seeing you doing this. Like, I can't believe you really doing it. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, that's
you know,
tough.
a lot of times people start shit and then don't finish it. Like I remember so many businesses that quote unquote whatever started during like COVID, right? It was like nails or different little things, and they were the Instagram page. You go back to the Instagram page you following. Damn, I haven't seen them post in a long time.
Yep.
And you go and you see
Last post was 2021.
you feel me? Yeah, for real. It's like damn.
Like, dang.
I guess that didn't
That's
happen no more.
short-lived.
You
Yeah.
know. So a lot of times, like when I was in high school, even they were like, "Yo, you still rap?" I'm like, nigga, I just dropped on SoundCloud yesterday. But like people really just, you know, one day they doing it, the next day they're not. So
Yep.
they were just glad to see me like still going with it, but then also taking it to different heights and stuff because they was also like rappers at a time. So I think you know, being able to see like, damn, I actually poured into you and like believed in you, and you still doing your thing. Like that's fire.
Yeah, that's tough.
That is tough.
All right, so you've moved to Greenville. What year? Greensboro, my bad. What year?
2021.
2021. So were you Aasher Saintt already, or were you going under a different name?
I was just Aasher, like just ASHER
Okay.
at that time.
So at what point did Aasher Saintt become
All right,
a
so
thing?
first it was just Aasher. And the thing that was wrong with that was when you look on Spotify, it's 1,000 fucking white Aashers. Like you'll never find my shit unless you type in the entire name. And I'm like, that's lame. So then I was like, all right, 2 A's, Aasher.
Yeah.
And it became easier to find. And it was cool at first, but then it was just kind of like, I don't know, it just didn't feel like enough. So, but basically what ended up happening, I made this project called New Era, NU Era. And so that project was like my most experimental, like, I started making like really grand, futuristic records, like just this whole different thing that I was I was already doing.
Mm-hmm.
So like if we were to say like what I was doing at first, you could put me in a category with like J. Cole or like To Pimp a Butterfly version of Kendrick.
Okay.
And
So kind of more like conscious lyrical rap. Gotcha.
that was like my whole thing. But then I got really into like record making and just, I don't know, just diving into music fully. Michael Jackson's my favorite artist. Like all these things, it was just like, all right, let's just go left for real. Like just do something that you never done. And I was producing I started producing at that time, and I was just like making just whatever the fuck I felt like making. And so at that time I was switching engineers to my guy Landis. And with Landis, I felt like I could literally do like his studio and his capabilities from what I'm used to. I'm like, damn, I feel like I can do anything in this bitch, like, and I sound good. And so I was just trying shit. We were just doing that weird stuff, micing up the fridge, micing up like different things, like just to get a certain sound. Like we just experimenting, like just trying shit. And we made like 7 fire records and made a whole kind of like movement out of it, which is how I was already doing all black like from the beginning of life for real. That was just kind of like the attire, but like, and coming from like Black Panthers, coming from like all these things inspire me. But the all black with the bandana and this type of look that I got on, that came from that era of like me, which was like 2024. And I made this record called Fall Short. It's no longer out, but y'all hear it again soon when it comes out. But that record made me feel like Thanos without losing, like without dying. Like I feel like I had all the Infinity Stones. I can do anything I want to do. And it felt like a more powerful name was needed than Aasher. And so Aasher Saintt came about after making that record and doing the new era movement. I was just like, I need something more powerful, something more like iconic, like just bold.
Yeah.
So yeah, Aasher Saintt came about in like 2020, like the end of 2024, 2025 type of.
So at that point you had been rapping. You had already been rapping a while, right? Like for years. So I guess how did you feel like you had to rebrand? Like you feel like you had to just like start over?
Yeah, just like, I erased everything and just started new. Cause I just felt like, I don't know, mentally that was just like, it just felt right.
Yeah.
Like this is no longer me. I'm on this thing now.
So how did you end up linking up with Landis? How did y'all meet?
So I was working on this project called Sincerely Your Better Half at the time. And my engineer who I was working with originally just wasn't focused. Like, bro just had so many excuses.
Yeah.
I hate excuses. So I was just like, I need to find somebody else. So randomly, at the time I was living in Ballantyne and in Charlotte. And I just put in like studios near me. It's like 1 a.m. And one studio said like it was pretty close, like 15 minutes away, but it was also 24 hours. I was like, ooh, let me see if it's really 24 hours. And he answered. And I was like, I'm looking to see if I can like get my project like remixed and whatever. And he was like, yeah, man, you want to come through tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah. Came there, brought my whole team that I had at the time. We came in there pretty deep and then played him the music. And he was like, what the fuck? Like, he fell in love with everything. And so he was starting to mix that stuff, but then we also made new records. But yeah, that's how I've met Landis, just literally just typing in like
just looking for a studio.
Me.
Yeah, that's wild.
And then, come to find out, him and his partner, mix and mastered all the Baby stuff. So I was like, damn, like I'm going to a real studio, like real people like who do this. Like,
Right.
So that felt good. But yeah, Landis is my guy.
Was that when you started going to that studio, was that your first time being around people that was like had connections to the industry and were like actually connected?
Not the first time, like for an engineer, yeah, but I've been around like a couple people by that time. Like Baby Keem is like one of my favorites or whatever, because I worked with him before. And so like he was kind of like more the first one that like industry wise like I was around or talked to.
Gotcha.
But yeah.
That's tough working with Keem. How was that?
He's a genius.
Word.
He's a genius. I don't know if y'all know who Scotty Bridgeway is. He's one of Keem's producers. He just also won a Grammy for Luther. But he's 24. He went to Rocky River with me as well.
That's hard.
And he works on all of Keem's stuff, like Trademark USA, all the stuff that he did. He produced all that stuff with him too. So it's like cool. Charlotte got connections with them up there with PG Lane, so it's pretty far.
Yeah, that's hard.
That is hard. So when it came, okay, so now we're there. Okay, cool. I'm guessing you're getting like recognition. You're getting shown love within the music.
Yeah.
Right now, yeah. So how did the connection with Sud? How did that come about? Meeting up with him.
So I was talking about that New Era project. On that New Era project, I had a song on there called Me and My Mistress. And he heard that song at this time, so I had another manager, and we went to one of Sud's events that they did at this lake with Anella. He was up there singing, and he was like, "Yeah, he's 2 Chainz DJ. I want to like send him some music or whatever. I got his number." I'm like, "Cool." Like, I guess he sent him the music, and he heard me and my mistress, and he just loved. Like, he was put on his story like every day. Like, he was just showing mad love to it. And I was like, all right, that's fine. And then I had a concert for that New Era project at Evening Muse, and he came through to that. And then a few days later, he had one of his events that's called Busted Speakers.
Mm-hmm.
He had Busted Speakers, and he called me, like, I forgot where I was just leaving, like the gym or something. And he was like, yo, like, I'm at Eden right now doing Busted Speakers. I'm going to play your shit. And I'm like, all right, bet. I came so unprepared, like, clothing-wise. I'm just like, bro, I'm sweating in this jacket. Like, bro, all the hoes up here looking great. I'm like, man, I'm finna look stupid. Like,
Right.
But I went up there and then played it, and everybody loved it. Like, the whole, like, all of Eden was just like rocking. It was like, yo, what the fuck? Who is this?
That's hard.
Got so many people's Instagrams, taking pictures of people like, this shit hard. And then that's like how I met Sub for real. It was just off of the song, and he was really fucking with it. Like, he was fucking with it to the point he was sending it to labels and shit. Like, he was really fucking with the song. And so, but then, so we talked about like working together, like partnering up. At the time, he still, and still has Anella. So, he was just like, I don't think it's the right time. Like, I thought I had time, but it's looking like I really need to, stick with it, like be on Anella a little bit more. So, I can't do it right now. I'm like, damn. Like, because at that time, I was getting my hopes up. Like, bro, we about to work.
Yeah.
Right.
He was like, not right now. I'm like, all right. So, I feel like we had another time where we would like have a couple meetings, but it just felt like it wasn't going nowhere. So I was just like, I guess this is not meant to be. Like, we'll just continue doing what we're doing. And like a year later, I hit him. I was working at Amazon at the time. And I don't even really all the way know what inspired me to text him at damn 12 in the morning during a shift. But I was just like, bro, like, basically I was saying, like, I got $1 billion. I kept telling him, I was like, I got $1 billion album on my phone. And I believe I'm the greatest artist of this generation. I believe that we need to be working. Like,
yeah,
let's do it type shit. And he was like, let's do it. And then I was like, wait, what you mean by that?
Right.
Like, by let's do it, I was like we gonna work and see just for a little bit, see where it go, or like we taking the shit to the moon.
Right.
Take it to the moon. I was like, all right, bet. And then a few days later, we went to Atlanta, and we started working. Like, since then,
Just been locked in.
we've been locked in, just working.
So at this point, are you signed to No Stress?
Yeah.
Okay, so you officially signed to them.
Yeah.
That's tough. And that's Sud's label, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. How has it been since you signed?
It's been great, bro. We just work, like, it's real partnership, like real every day, all day, planning, executing. Just, I have huge goals. He has huge goals. And it's like, all right, what can we do to execute on these things? How can we reach it? And, yeah, I feel like, and we have such a small team right now with things just, starting. I'm proud of what we've been able to do for like the rollout of Make I Hear You and just everything that we've been doing. Because my whole thing before him was like consistency and like really be able to execute my vision, like visually and all that stuff. Like, I never had a music video out, never had like real visual stuff out before. So it was like cool to see that I'm able to execute on certain things and I'm able to just show my full artistry and like give you my vision.
So so what I've always, since I started following you, because I first heard about you through Brandon and Stacks, and the first thing I noticed is like you always really focus on the aesthetic, like 100% of the time. Like if you go on your Instagram and just scroll through your Instagram, like there's an aesthetic you're trying to keep.
Not like black and white.
Yeah, and like just the vibe of it. How much of that is that 100% you, or or you got like creative directors or anything, or is it just?
I do have creative director, shout out Luna, but no, that was the reason. Also, I told him, like I told Sud when we was about to work together, like I feel as if I would be a manager's or whoever's like best friend, because I'm not the artist that like you need to make a whole lot of shit up for. I know exactly what I want to do. So it's really more so like I need all of y'all to get on board and help me execute it and pay for the shit. But I know what I want to go for.
Yeah, you got a vision.
And then it's also fire because they just trust and believe like they like, shit, let's try it. Like they never really like, nah, I don't really think that's gonna work. I don't really want to do that. Like I come from usually kind of having to be a little bit mute, like maybe not speak up on certain things. Which says like shit, this your shit. Like whatever you want to do. And so I feel like it gives me that freedom to really just try shit, just do things. But yeah, that aesthetic, I seen that in my head like a year before we was able to do it. So
Word.
I came to them like, this is what I want to do for the rollout. Let's do this. And we was just executing it.
Word. So the making of May God Hear You. At what point did you link up with Stacks and start? Because I know you guys did the whole kind of part of the rollout, and a lot of what Stacks was doing was you and Stacks and Isaac were doing I guess it was 30 days.
Yeah.
Trying to make an EP in 30 days. So I guess where did that idea come from, and how'd you link up with Stacks?
Stacks, I linked up with him through Sud. So like one time, it's probably like a year ago, year and a half, 2 years, something like that. But around the time when he heard me and my mistress, there was a rapper, I don't want to mess up his name, but from Memphis that he was doing like a press run or whatever, meet and greet type thing for. And I was at the event, and so was like, yeah, this is Aasher, this is Jay Stacks, like y'all should work. And I was like, yeah, for sure. But like I never heard of him, so I was just like, And I started producing my own stuff. I be real into like my own stuff, so I was like, I don't really want to deviate out of that. But all right, cool. And then I forgot what time was the first time that we ever linked up, but what was it? I don't know, but we worked a couple times before we made the project.
Gotcha.
Like more than a couple times, like. But one day, me and Stacks, I hit Stacks. I was like, "Yo, I want to, let's create." And he was like, "Bet, I'm gonna invite my boy Isaac if that's cool." And I just met Isaac at No Stress Camp that Sud put on. Isaac came for that, so I had met him there. I didn't really talk to him though. Like he was making a song for Jules. I didn't really say nothing, but I was like, "Yeah, bro, hard, cool." I was like, "Yeah, that's fine. Let him." Come through. And we just had like a jam session damn near. Like we just in this flow. And so the next day, I called both of them and I'm like, yo, I'm thinking about us doing a 30-day challenge. Like, let's document the whole thing. Let's see what let's make an EP in 30 days type thing.
Word.
And if you know Stacks usually don't do shit like that. Isaac is also a huge perfectionist. Like, he'd rather take a year. And I'm the same way usually, but I was just like, let's create this momentum. Fuck it. And so, yeah, we did. I was just like, let's do it. They agreed to it. And we did the 30 days. We finished in 20 days. And, yeah.
So I know you mentioned Me and My Mistress, which is actually on May God Hear You. So there was a previous version or is that the same song that was already out?
Same song.
Oh, okay, but So how was making that? I guess how was that making that project in 30 days? Like, did you feel rushed? Did you feel the pressure of making a project in 30 days? Because a lot of people don't know, but even 7 songs, 7 finished songs in 30 days is pushing yourself.
Not for sure. Pressure, I don't know. It was like we were just having a great time for real. Like, it was just fun. And I feel like that took off all that, like, all this thinking of we gotta do this, we gotta do that. My whole main thing the standard I was trying to set. So when I make music, I put on fashion runways. And I look at Pharrell's Louis Vuitton or Chanel, like, all day, every day when I'm creating or when I'm in that mood. For whatever reason, it just opens up.
It's the way
that is crazy.
Yeah,
That is crazy. It's going stupid outside.
It's gonna be a tornado out there.
For real.
But yeah, it puts me in this mood. Like, I want all my music to feel expensive and like grand, and yeah, so that just puts me in that mind state to kind of do that. And so that was my only thing. I was like, I just want this to sound like this could be on a runway, and it feels expensive. It feels, rich, and just feels a certain way.
Very high valued.
Yeah, high value, exactly. And so that was the only standard. And from there, we just was creating, seeing what would stick, what didn't. We made more than 9 records. We just,
chose the best one.
Yeah, and yeah, but it was just fun for real.
Yeah, so the first thing I noticed about your music, and May God Hear You was the first project I had listened to, was you make, like you said, you make grand music, you make big records, like they sound like they're supposed to be playing in a stadium. Like,
right.
And so is that like, so that's very intentional, like,
yeah.
Because it's hard for artists to make music that can fill a stadium, right? Because a lot of artists put their music on, it's gonna sound small in a big room. So, is that of course that's everybody's end goal, but it seems like you got a big focus on really getting to that stage of and being prepared from the beginning, and even like, because this is like technically your first project, right? That's like out,
right?
At like a debut under No Stress. So how does it? I guess what's the next steps from May God Hear You? Like,
especially like this year.
This year is gonna be a fun year. It's gonna be a fun year. Last year I experimented with this idea called Saint Summer, and it didn't all the way get executed the right way, but now it will. And so summertime, I'm extremely excited for what's to come for that. I'm just trying to do a couple things that has never been done before, and do it at the highest level possible. And so, like, when you talk about stadiums, like, I just see that being the only way I can do a concert, like, later down the line.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I want to make music. Like, I feel like there's people that make music for like the headphones and like just by yourself doing homework or something. Not that I don't have records that you could do that, but more so I just feel like my records, I want it to feel like a community. Like, I need to like listen to this record, to this project with like 5, 6 of my homies and like have a great time. Or I need to go out and feel this, like, just kind of community music.
Yeah.
I
like that term.
So I feel like that's just a big reason too. But then also I love building worlds and universes, like, with my art. And I feel like that's something I wish I seen more done, like, as a kid. Basically, all I'm trying to do is like be my favorite artist that I wish that like others did, in a way. Like, there was a lot of things I loved about each artist, but like trying to put all of those in one thing is kind of like what I'm doing, in a way.
Word.
And I know you had a show recently at Snug Harbor.
Yeah.
In Charlotte on the 15th of this month. How was that? I know you had a few openers. I saw a few Instagram stories, and I mean, it looked lit. I mean, the energy was there. The people was engaged. How was it performing this project? And like you said, with the community, with the community music?
It was amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it was my first show I've done, like my own show, headline show that I've done in like 2 years. Last one I did was at that New Era concert I was talking about that Sud came to, Evening Music. And that one was sold out too. And it was like crazy, but doing it 2 years later and like seeing the improvements of like what I'm doing on stage, and then also seeing like how people are singing all the words and jumping around and having a good time. It was just great. Like I call my people like supporters like saints, and I feel like they just showed up for a nigga, and that was just fire. Like everyone came dressed in either all black or kind of like what I'm wearing right now, the suit and tie, and they skirts and boots.
That's
It was
dope.
just like that's what I mean by a community, like like-minded people. Just everybody, just I love creating stuff like that. I love doing things like that. But yeah, it was fire. It was
That's
a
dope.
blessing.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Do you have any more shows coming up anytime soon?
We all on the lookout for it. I'm not all the way sure on that. I know I'm doing a lot of traveling to other spots. I don't know how much in Charlotte I'm doing as of right now, but I know I got like Atlanta and Texas and a couple of spots lined up very soon. But yeah, I will say the summertime,
For sure.
outside.
summer, it's
Word.
gonna be crazy. So I'm very excited about that. But everything's not finalized. So I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, I
dates,
guess.
But yeah.
Nah, I'm excited to see what you building something. It's dope. It's dope to watch. So I'm
Yeah,
excited.
for
I'm
real.
excited to see where you take it next.
Appreciate it.
I'm excited to see where the sound go to. Just, it's just different. Your sound is like very unique, and it's like you could tell it's you. It's not like you're not trying to force nothing or nothing. So I'm excited to see where you take it.
I appreciate it.
And definitely like stadium music. I feel like a lot of people just make music, whether that's just for Spotify, whether that's, like for cell phone, car, but like definitely like grand.
Mhm.
Like this is grand music. We need to listen to this in a huge way. And you're definitely like, top of my head, probably like the only artist around that's really like aiming for that and doing it at a successful, rate. So, yeah, dude. Yeah. You let's keep doing you for sure. Things are definitely like, things are definitely working. People, me and Tanner included, everybody on Instagram, like we see what you're doing, TikTok, everything. We see the reels. Like the work. I can tell the work ethic is there. And it doesn't seem like it's forced. You're not trying to like press this on people. This is just me sharing my art. If you like it, cool. If you don't, well.
Mhm.
But no, definitely keep doing your thing. And I mean, shit, we appreciate you just coming through.
I appreciate it for
we had
for
to-
even being considered, bro. I don't know. I just don't take nothing for granted, bro. It's so easy to like. It's so many artists out here. It's so much shit going on. It's
Agreed.
like shit. You could call on anybody, or you can hit anybody. So I appreciate it for the opportunity for even being considered for real. Like
For sure.
Nah, I
That's
appreciate
fine.
you coming through.
And we appreciate you taking it serious. A lot of artists, it's just kind of like a, I'll let you know, or like, and I just look at it. I mean, it's an opportunity. I mean, like, why not? I mean, it's don't take it for granted, And we definitely want to catch you before you was out of here, because we know like that's what's next.
for sure.
Like, we gotta talk to him now.
Yeah, so when you out of here, make sure you spin back.
For sure.
Definitely spin back. But is there anything that we didn't discuss or talk about that you want to
I
cover?
love to talk about my influences right quick.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I'm a huge believer in like I just wouldn't be here without what came before. So I love like shedding light, or rather it's in my records or how I perform or whatever. And if y'all don't mind, I want to talk about like a couple goals.
Yes.
And if y'all don't mind,
Bro, we can talk about whatever
All
you
right,
want to talk
so-
about.
Yeah. Go
let's
ahead.
go. All right, influences in my music, Michael Jackson,
You excited for his movie coming out?
April 24th, I'm so there.
Yes, sir.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope.
My favorite artist of all time. real bad. Like,
Oh wow,
my favorite.
that's
And
hard.
then Quincy Jones also. My goal is to like be both of those in one. Like, be able to be a great composer and a great artist all in one. But yeah, Michael Jackson is a huge influence on my life, music. Kendrick Lamar, Nina Simone, Drake, Doechii. I feel like I'm missing a lot of folks for real. Rihanna, but it's just like they just timeless records, and that's really what I'm going for. Like, yeah, stadium big, yeah, for sure, but like I'm trying to create timeless records. I feel like a lot of music today is here for today.
Mm-hmm.
We're thinking about what's gonna sound good today, and
It's copy and paste.
You feel me? It's so
Yeah.
cookie cutter, and I listen to 60s and 70s. Like, soul is my favorite genre, and for me, it every time, like, it hits me every single time. It don't matter what age, what I'm going through in life, like, it's there, and from Michael Jackson to have made certain songs 40 years ago, and it still like feels fresh
Mm-hmm.
after seeing the music videos 100 times, hearing the albums. Like, that's the type of stuff that I'm striving for, and I feel like our generation is not striving for enough of that. And I just want to kind of bring that type of music back and that feeling back in a way. So that's my goal. But yeah, something I'm also like doing or whatever is, like, I told you I study like people's careers and like just really look at people.
Yeah.
I have a theory that, well, to me, first off, the 3 greatest hip hop artists of all time, in my opinion, and I know it's Pac and Biggie lovers, sorry, but like, to me, Kendrick, Kanye, and Drake, I feel like are the 3 greatest hip hop artists of all time.
That's
my
not
opinion.
that's not a bad list at all.
No, it's not.
And I think that I think if there was an artist that could put all 3 of their strengths together, they would, not just as a hip hop artist, but they would be the best artist of all time, personally. Someone who's like Kendrick, who, with the lyricism, like, but also has the messaging that he do, and just like, and then like Drake with the melodies and the hit records, Kanye with the production and this rebelliousness of just like, I don't give a fuck, but also makes like anthems and like big records. Like, anyone that could put all 3 of those together, I feel like will be the greatest artist of all time. And that's sort of what I'm doing.
That's your goal.
It's like I said, I want to become the artist that I wish I had growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's what I wish I had growing up. So I'm gonna just be that person. But also, it's just who I am without having to look at it. I just broke it down to that to kind of make it more understandable. But if I'm really just saying what it is, it's just me being Saint. Like, I'm just being myself. And then those things, because I'm influenced by those things, it just comes out like a certain way. But yeah. And I just want to say one last thing. Artists, especially you in Charlotte, but just artists, study the craft, bro. Really give a fuck about this shit. This art form is very important. People live and die by it. Don't just say bullshit. Don't just do bullshit just to like get a lick. I mean, there's a certain crowd, yeah, y'all do y'all thing, get y'all money, cool. But like, just give a fuck about the art, because I just believe it's very important. And don't just think about what's gonna work today. Think about how this could affect you in 30 years. What you say, what you saying right now in 30 years. And I'm even talking to myself with certain records, like Fuck Me, My Mission's like, damn, I have kids and all this shit. Do I want my kids singing that? Hell no. So maybe I won't make records like that no more. But it's just like,
maybe 1 or 2 more.
you know, maybe one. But more so just, you know, just think for in 100 years, how would this record feel? Or would anybody give a fuck about it at all? Are you speaking on something relatable? Like, does the frequencies that you use in your records, like, are they intentional? What are you doing? And I just feel like it's important to be intentional. I think it's important to care. And the whole thing for real too is just being fearless. Like a lot of people be stuck on, I don't know if it's the right time, I don't got the budget, I don't got this. That shit held me back for years. I feel like shit, just go for it. Just try. Just put yourself out there and do it. And success will find you, you know, in time. But yeah. And lastly, all I want to say is freedom is music. I'm sorry. Music is freedom, and freedom is power. And I feel like that's my brand as Aasher Saintt. That's who I am. That's like when you ask me who am I,
Yeah.
that's who I am. That's what I feel. And I'm just here to set everybody free. Like that's for my Saints. Like that's why the shows are a certain way. That's why like we dress a certain, all these different things is just like, bro, freedom is what we're chasing in a life where it's so easy to get caught up in all this other shit. I'm just rebellious as fuck to anything that takes away our freedom. Rather it's our self-doubt, rather it could be the police, rather it could be the damn shit. Even your parents telling you better go to college and try to, you know, trap you into what they reality is just do what you want to do. Life is very short. Seen hundreds of people die, plenty of them die right beside me, and they didn't have a lick of freedom, even out. They weren't in jail and didn't have no freedom. Let's be free. So that's all I gotta say.
Word.
What a word. I'm moved.
Keep going.
I am moved by that. I'm moved by that statement. Because you're right.
I appreciate how much you appreciate greatness.
Yeah.
Like,
In
I think,
the
like-
art.
Like there's a lot of people that I tell people all the time, like you can't make great music if you don't know what it sounds like. Like, and I'm a firm believer in that. Is like if you just listen to bullshit all the time, like you probably gonna make some bullshit.
Yeah.
I tell everybody all the time, bro, whatever you put inside is the same way, you know, whatever you eat, like whatever you consume is what you will produce.
Yep.
You sit here and listen to bullshit and brain rot music all day and you wonder why you making brain rot or you can't write the same way you used to or whatever. It's like, bro, go back to what you listen to. I only listen to things that I deem as greatness. So like I feel like I can only produce great things. Like I'm doing that on purpose. Like I have to create great things, so I have to listen to great things. I have to watch great things. I have to like damn near my dreams need to be about great things. It's just like I consume myself in it. So yeah, I think it's important, man. For real.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. Yeah.
All right, I did want to ask you one thing. We were supposed to send it to you before the episode so you could think about it a little bit, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. Originally I was gonna ask you if you was basically the on an island question, right? If you was stuck on an island and I was gonna do 10, but we're gonna narrow it to 5 since you didn't have a chance. But if you was stuck on an island, what's 5 albums that you would take with you? Like you gotta have you there for forever.
Good Kid, Mad City. Damn. Both of those by Kendrick.
Word.
Anti by Rihanna. I was thinking about either Cleo Soul or Solange. I don't know. I say dang. That's hard.
So you can stick to 3 for right now.
I'll say I don't know why I can't think of the name right now. What is the Red album by Kanye? Why can't I think of it?
My Beautiful Dark
My
Twisted
Beautiful Dark
Fantasy.
Twisted Fantasy. I
Yeah.
don't know. That
I think it's one more. Yeah, one more.
No MJ?
I was thinking bad. I Need My Liberian Girl. that one would be 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said bad. I was gonna try to throw my own shit in there, but I don't deserve it yet. So I say bad.
Word. So Good Kid, Mad City, Damn, Anti, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and Bad.
Solid.
Yeah, I feel like some good options.
Yeah, that hit everything. That's a good list.
Yeah. That is a good list. That's a good one.
Word.
I feel good about it.
You still think about it.
Yeah.
That's a good question, though.
That's a
solid.
good question.
That's solid. That's solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got anything else? Anything else you want to say?
Go get that new project.
Yeah, that for real. Meg, I Hear You, out right now by Aasher Saintt, 2 A's, 2 T's. It's a whole story. It's not just, so go listen to it. You're gonna have to listen to it multiple times for you to understand what's going on. But yeah, you know, I feel like it's a great listen. It's something on there for everybody. And
Right out of Carolina.
damn, I did low-key want to talk about that. Like
What?
the meaning of Make I Hear You.
Oh, go ahead.
Let's have at it.
Got 10 minutes to spare.
All right, so throughout, have y'all heard it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through and through?
Yeah.
What do y'all think it's about? Before I say it.
What do I think it's about? So I think it's a real conversation with God, and you going through your like your sins and the story and how those sins have impacted you throughout. And I think that's how you get to the end, the last song, where you kind of just really recapping what has happened to you and kind of some of the struggles and stuff like that. And I think that's why you get songs like Pop It and you get songs like that, because I think that's like, you know what I'm saying, you in those songs you speak into like the sins and like Me and My Mistress and Pop It and stuff like that. That was I probably listened to it 4 or 5 times all the way through, and that's kind of what.
Okay.
That was kind of how I took it.
Good take.
That's
yeah,
hard.
definitely. Like, I feel like a man in the mirror moment where you're just like, all right, I just gotta like recognize what's going on, be real about what's going on, and like maybe running from something and trying to wonder why you're running from it. Like, that's kind of how I took it.
That's hard. I like both of those.
Was either one of those right?
I mean, it's all up for interpretation.
Okay.
But what I'll say, what like the factuals of it is, so throughout the project, there's a girl that keeps getting a phone call. In the very beginning, before Holy, she declines it, and then she answers. Then she rushes the person who called her off the phone. Like, yeah, my boyfriend calling me, I gotta go, or I'm in the club, I can't hear you, I gotta go, or whatever. And then there's something that she says in the beginning where she's like, Lord, if you could sober me up one last time, like, I promise I'll never like get drunk again, type of thing. We remember that, and then we go to the song that's called Again on there, which is the second to last song. That song is all of God's perspective talking to the girl. And she said that the whole hook is, you said if I get what you want, you promise never do it again. I feel like all of that is just like human shit, like where we always, and when we're in trouble, we'll be like, Lord, if you get me out of this situation, I'll
never do it again. Yeah.
But we always do it again. And so, but with that case, the next song, Sinners, before Again in Pop It, she gets in a car accident after from saying she'll never be drunk again, but she was drunk. Like, she was like, oh, I'm not even that drunk. She gets in a car accident.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when Again comes on, and God's like, you know, you said you'll never do it again.
And here we are.
And yeah, here we are. And so at the end of Sinners, now she's trying to call the person that was calling her throughout the whole project, but they don't answer. And the whole time it was God. And God was trying to call her throughout the whole project. And then at the end, after she gets in that car accident, she ends up dying. And it's because God was no longer there.
Basically, God ain't pick up the phone.
Right.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is, I feel humans, at times we can get distracted through life, rather we chasing a goal, rather we chasing girls, rather we partying, whatever we're doing, to the point where we don't hear the voice of God. And he's been trying to get our attention our whole lives. And by the time that we are ready to listen or we need him, now it's too late. And so that's kind of what that whole message was, is after she got in that car accident, now you want to call.
Yeah.
Now you want something. But I was here this entire time. I was calling you, like, this entire time, trying to get your attention, possibly trying to warn you about what you got going on. But you kept declining me for the club. You kept declining me for a boy. You kept declining me for all these things. And now that you need me, I ain't picking up the phone. So that's why it's called, like, a couple things, like, may God hear you. To me, also, it's just like it's like kind of like this prayer. Like, hopefully God hear, like, you did all what you did. Hopefully he still hear you, like, after you done fucked up. But he technically don't, because he didn't answer the call. But a lot of people also thought that the call, like, this whole thing was like a relationship between, like, a guy and a girl, like a regular relationship couple. And if we did do it that way, which could be like the surface level of it, then may God hear you could be like, I ain't here no more. Like, I ain't here sticking for your bullshit. You keep declining to call on me, whatever. Like, may God hear you. Like, whatever you crying about now, whatever your problems is, hopefully God hear you, because I'm not here no more. So it's like kind of that double meaning, but more so in the first one, where, yeah, after this thing, we get distracted and we miss out on what's important.
Do you think as your career goes on, do you think you're going to stay in the, like, conceptual, like, do you think you'll stay where your goal is to make conceptual projects?
I feel like it's hard to get away from it.
Mm-hmm.
All my projects, obviously, like, it's not out, but all of them are somehow, some way conceptual.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's, messages and music are important. But my whole thing too, I feel I accomplished with this one that I didn't do with my old work, was like, still let the music be the music. I think sometimes you have albums where there's so much trying to put this message in or narrate or whatever, that the songs, like, I don't got no replay value now, because I didn't heard the first 30 seconds with somebody talking and this and da-da-da. I ain't want to be on that.
Yeah.
And I feel like I also, like, my whole thing, I think about, like, Thriller, right? Imagine if Thriller had, like, a deep message.
Yeah.
Along with crazy records.
Yeah.
I think of stuff like that. Like, damn, I wish he did that. Like, I wish some Drake albums had a full story.
Mm-hmm.
Like how Kendrick's projects could have a full story, but it's still full of hit records.
Yeah.
Like, so like I said, I think about what I wish I would have heard. That's basically, what I'm saying, what I did. Like, I wish Kanye had some conceptual projects.
Yeah.
They all themed, but they're not conceptual.
Yeah,
necessarily with a story and a whole thing. I'm like, damn, that would be so fire if you just put a little bit more thought into, like, that part.
Yeah, I think from a modern artist standpoint, I think Kendrick is the only one that, like, really,
I think so too,
really tells stories throughout the entire album anymore. And even like you said, Good Kid, Mad City, you taking that to the island. That's arguably the greatest hip hop album of all time.
Right.
So I could just hear that influence, like, not even necessarily just sonically, but just like the kind of what you trying to deliver with your music. I see a lot of the Kendrick influence.
Yeah, I'm just trying to grab, say great artist still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just grab whatever. Like, I want 9 records, which I got from Thriller. 9 records of, like meaningful but hit records, like stuff that really you can feel, but then it's all a part of a story. I feel like stuff like that I don't hear, so I just want to create that.
Yeah, that's tough.
That is tough. That was a lot of great information. Like I see that you really take a deep dive into like you taking the music very serious. A lot of people just keep it very surface level.
Yeah,
it's like it's just a bunch of dope songs I like.
It's dope to see too, especially from like
it's really refreshing
from artists from this area. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, just don't see that a lot. It'd be a lot of, not to like shit on anybody or anything. It'd just be a lot of like copy and paste music. Right. So
scared to go like the next layer, the deeper meaning of why we doing something.
Yeah,
except we're not just doing it. There's a reason behind it.
Right.
So yeah, that's great.
For sure.
Yeah.
Bet.
Good.
Yeah.
We do have one small segment that we have to do with you, Aasher. So for the next minute, we're going to ask you a bunch of off the top questions.
Okay.
And we need you to respond in a very fast manner. Tanner, you ready?
Yep.
You can start. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Favorite color that's not black?
Chrome.
What's your favorite side to get with a meal?
Mac and cheese.
What's your dream place to live?
Heaven.
Wow. What's one of the best beats you ever heard?
Devil in the New Jersey.
That's a good one.
What's your dream car?
It's a couple. One is a Cybertruck Chrome, and then another one is an AMG G-Wagon, black.
Word.
What's your favorite NFL or NBA team?
NFL team, the Washington Commanders, and the Panthers, and NBA, Golden State Warriors, and the Wizards.
The Wizards?
I'm from DC.
Okay, correct. You're right. You're right. They played a night in Charlotte, by the way.
Rough seasons.
Yeah. One more from 10, one from me.
If you could have any feature, what's one artist you feel like you have to work with? That's alive.
It wouldn't be a feature. Can it not be a feature? Could it be like a...
It can be whatever you want it to be. Who you want to work with?
I want to work with Rick Rubin.
Word.
What's one artist that you think they are holding themselves back?
Jermaine Cole.
I can agree.
Well, that's last minute questions.
Last minute questions.
Nah, we appreciate you coming through. It's a pleasure to meet you, dog. Glad we got to have a conversation, dive deeper into the music, just pick at your brain, and yeah, man, I'm excited to see what Aasher Summer. Saintt Summer looks like. What the next project looking like, the shows, just seeing the just keeping up with you on social media, and yeah, just what's next to come.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what world gets built next.
Yeah.
Me too.
Right. Let's add another city to it. Yeah. All minds and hearts clear?
Yeah.
I think we good.
All right. Make sure you follow Aasher at
Aasher Saintt, 2 A's, 2 T's. That's on Instagram, TikTok, Aasher Saintt.
Make sure you follow Tanner, Pay to Play Record. Make sure you follow me at Zebo.G, the Zebo page, Zebo NC, and the podcast page, Last Minute Podcast. Make sure you follow us on TikTok, where you can find clips from every episode on there. Make sure you comment, follow us. We do engage in the comments. Wherever you are, as long as the music is good, make sure you're supporting your local scene, their shows, tapes, videos, reels, all that. And yeah, let's have a good week. Let's finish this month strong. Last words?
May God hear you.
May God hear you.
May God hear you.
We out.
But just know, Zebo is where it's at.
Oh, Zebo TV, North Carolina. Yeah.